This is Harry. Today I'm now, I shouldn't say today because I make a lot of tutorials each day, but now I'm going to be making a tutorial on some basic HTML. I've not abandoned my other tutorials and just working on some other stuff too. Now, HTML, if you don't know, is basically what every page is created out of. And or every web page, I should say, is created out of. It's the basic styling of everything. It won't allow you to do functions, but I'll be teaching you guys some basic PHP in another tutorial so that you can learn how to do some math functions with the data that you get from the PHP that the user enters via HTML. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do when you create an HTML website is have a website. You want to have a domain name, and you can buy these really cheap at a website called HostMTC for like $10 with the domain and hosting service, so that's nice. So you want to go and you could create your own HTML files and just run them in different browsers, but for right now I'm just going to be creating an HTML file on my database online. So go to wherever your database is. There you go. Okay, so I'm just going to create a folder. Actually, I have a folder from some of my other tutorials, but actually I'll just create a new one. YouTube tutorials. Okay. So, in here, nothing's there yet because we haven't put anything in. So, just create, let's just say index.html. Right. Sometimes that little menu doesn't work and you have to reload it on mine. Okay, there we go, and it worked. Okay, so if you bring up your file, most coding websites have the same, or just domain websites have the same cPanel file manager and everything itself. If you go into here, this is basically our URL after our domain name. So if I create a tab and go to www.harryworks.com/YouTube tutorials, now this is blank because we haven't put anything there. Now just start putting stuff there. Basically, whenever you want to put something on the screen with HTML, you just type it in. So you can say, hello world. Save that. And it'll show up right here. Hello world. Now, let's say we don't want it to be plain right now. We want it to look fancy. We can make it bold. Now, this is basically the same way that you declare any statement in like HTML. So basically, you want to put whatever the statement is in between these two little brackets, and the way that you'd end any statement is putting these little arrowy things / the statement that you use to open it. So B for bold around the text, and make it bold. And now we have bold text. And now let's say we want to make it green for some reason, or bigger. What you want to use is the font tag. So again, you just want to put your tag inside these little arrows, and then again, yeah. And so, within statements, there are usually different things to modify each statement, which will make them different. So within the font tag, we can say the size is -1. I believe that would be how you would change that. No, probably not. No. Sorry. Doing command save when I really want to save here. Gets a little confusing going between. There we go. Okay. That's how you do it. You don't just size equals -1 font size from the original font. So that would make it one size smaller, as you can see. Let's say we wanted to make it 5 times bigger. And now we have that. Let's say instead of just making it like that, you want it to be a default header style. Now, there are a few different header tags, but basically you do H for header. And that'll create a title. Okay, what did I do wrong? Keep seeming to be doing things wrong. Oh right, okay, so H1 for the first. There are different like levels of bigness in the headers, I guess. So we could create. So as you can see, that made it like a header, and so we can make it H2, and I believe that'll make it smaller. There we go. And I don't know when it stops. I haven't really gone into that too much, but yeah. And so now, one of the most important things in HTML is kind of the line break tag, which is basically like pressing enter. BR. But basically, because without that, you can't just put a space here and expect the text to be differently spaced. It'll be on the same line. So hello world and then hello. And oh right, okay, it's a title. But if it weren't a title, you can see hello, hello. These would be on the same line and it would look ugly. But if we put break in between those, sorry, I keep doing control save, command save, it breaks it. So let's just delete all this and go into the main part of, or I guess some more detail into HTML. Basically, the way that you start HTML is simply HTML, just like any other tag that you would start. And then there are the header, or the head files, or head divs. Divs are like different little sections of the page. And then there's the body div. So this would be the stuff in your head, this is in the body. So in the header, we would declare what the title of the page up here, like you know when you load a web page, you see this up here, like the name of the website. It doesn't really look good when it's just the URL. So we can change that and say that the title is index. You can save that.